Mazzoni is a family-owned construction company that has been in the business for over 20 years and is now based in Norwood. Mazzoni Construction prides itself in the excellent services provided to local homeowners with professionalism, communication skills, and their attention to detail.
My name is Bruna. I am the partner of Mazzoni. I also do the head of operations, the daily things, and I work alongside my father and my cousin. It's a family-owned business. So we are located in Norwood, Washington Street, right across from Domino's. I feel like that's the easiest way to explain it. People tend to get lost. And yeah, so we're a local family business.
Head of Operations and NHS Class of 2016 graduate Bruna Dos Santos describes how she got into the business and the importance behind the Mazzoni name.
I started working here, I want to say, right after high school. I feel like I stayed 1 year in college, and then I saw that I had the potential of doing something for my family, not just for myself. And so I started working with him as a secretary, worked my way up, and now I'm here as his partner and also head of operations. So I do the daily things. Everything that has to do with the back office is on me and my cousin Gabriella. So we're here. So we are a Brazilian family, also Italian, so that's where Mazzoni comes from. It's actually all of our cousins' first generation middle name. And so a way to tribute our family some way, somehow. My father, who actually started this business many years ago, he decided to just name it after us because we have that tradition going, so just give a little bit of legacy to our name.
Bruna and Mazzoni Construction is a family company first, and she describes what makes them different from the rest, as well as how they begin each job.
What makes us different is that we are just so very tight-knit, and we understand. Because we're such a local business and we're so family-oriented, we understand that, you know, things take time. Some people, they have an idea in their head and they just can't seem to find the words or the right design. And I feel like something that makes us very different is that we have that ability to bring someone's design in real life, something that they didn't even know they wanted. And I feel like because we're so personable that we understand, like, there's a lot of things that can happen, and we just try to get to the outcome as swiftly as possible. Obviously with construction, a lot of things are unplanned and very hard to, you know, decipher. But yeah, I think what makes us different is we're just personable. We're very small, we're very understanding. So our process of building with the project begins before we even take the permit, I should say. So we like to assess every project very carefully. And we do this thing that we call a book, which is basically we just have all the information for a client, and not a lot of construction companies do that. So if you were to hire somebody to do a small bathroom, we take that initiative to put the little details in, even if it's something very small and very quick. So I think that also makes us different in terms of project building. So I enjoy mostly about working in the business is just having the ability to work with my family. I want to say that, you know, sometimes it's people's weaknesses, but for me it's something that's exciting to be with my family all the time. Obviously there are ups and downs, nothing's ever perfect at all, but it's fun knowing that we're doing this together as a family rather than just doing it for someone else's family, you know? So I enjoyed that, but the aspect of construction itself, I take a lot of pride in the work that we do, which is why we post there a lot, which is why, you know, on Facebook, especially on Norwood now, you know, when someone's like, hey, do you guys have any recommendations? Not only just like all of our family go and say, no, Mazzoni Construction, but it's also like seeing someone else refer us, like someone that's not family tied. I take pride in that because I know that what we're doing is so foundational, it's something that someone can look back and, you know, say like, oh, I did this. Like, especially driving by a house and knowing that, hey, like we had our little touch there, it's exciting. And also knowing that we help people re-fall in love with their house, that sometimes people just like don't, and so when they get renovation, they're like, no, I love this again. And so it's fun. It's an exciting journey. Even in the mistakes, it's exciting. Doing business in Norwood, so we don't specialize in this area. We're from this area, but it's not our specialty. We usually do more upper Mass, like Lexington, Bedford, all of that. So we recently just started dabbling in Norwood, and we just started doing a house, I want to say the beginning of this year. Well, it was a very long process, but we started fully renovating the house this year. It was a house that caught on fire last year. And so that kind of, helped us dip our toes in the water. But everybody from Norwood is very tight-knit, and it's something that we can relate to because we're so family-oriented. And when I moved here, I want to say 13-ish years ago, almost 14 years ago, I wasn't sure if I was going to fit in, and I feel like even being a new business here, it's the same thing as going to a school. It's like you're not sure if you're going to fit in, but everybody's has welcomed us with open arms, and especially now since we have the office here, everybody's interested, always asking, coming by, say hi. So I like it. It's nice.
Mazzoni also provides free estimates. And to learn more, visit their website at MazzoniConstructionInc.com and check out their Facebook and Instagram.
We also do, because a lot of companies, when you do an estimate, it's not free. And so we always like to tell everybody when we call or when they call us, hey, no obligation, free estimate, even if it's just to talk ideas. Because one thing, again, of difference that we have is my dad's brain. As I like to say, he's very knowledgeable, and because of that knowledge, even just talking to him, you can have an idea in your head, and he's like, well, what if we do it this way? And they're like, yes, why didn't I even think of that? So it's stuff like that that I like to push out and let people know that we're here. So.